Hey everybody, I hope your week's going well. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing a recipe that's very easy. It's a request from somebody that wanted something that's very easy to do, minimal equipment, and with apples. So I decided to do a croustade aux pommes, or an apple crumble. Now, for those of you who are interested in the history of apples, there's an interesting author by the name of Andrew Jackson Downing, and the book is called Fruit and Fruit Trees of America. Really interesting read. Anyways, it's a very straightforward recipe made with apples, Spartans and Cortlands. Makes something that's absolutely wonderful and it's worth trying out. Let's go. And on today's episode, an apple crumble or a croustade aux pommes. You're going to need 600 grams of apples, 6 grams of salt, 8 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of flour. Very straightforward. First step, we remove the core from our apple, just like this. Then we're going to start peeling our apples, just like this. Then we cut them all in half, just like this. Then we cut along the length and then the width. Basically, you just want to make some rather large cubes out of it, just like this. Then we put them all into a deep dish and we add our dry ingredients and shake it about. This allows for all the sugar and salt and flour to coat the apples, which in turn help draw out some of the bitterness and allow it to come together. So just add the dry and shake, and then we're ready to make our topping. For the topping, we're going to need 180 grams of oatmeal, 50 grams of brown sugar, 34 grams of flour, and 57 grams of butter. Very simple, and here's how we go about making it. So the procedure is this. Put all your flour and sugar into a bowl with all that oatmeal. So all the dry ingredients into a bowl, and then from this point, you just mix it up by hand. No special equipment required whatsoever. Just get it in there and squish it up. Then what we do is we melt the butter and we add it to our dry mixture. Now if you have a problem with butter, you can use a neutral flavored oil like canola or some such. Just get some fat in there. This helps give it a nice crispiness, toasts all the oat flakes, and it actually makes a little caramel with the sugar. So we pour it in there and once again, mix by hand. I don't know about you, but I find mixing things by hand particularly satisfying. You know that the work is done and you can actually feel the transformation. Anyways, we pour our topping straight down the middle of our baking dish, and this way you make a little mountain of all the oat crumble. And then from that point, what we do is we squish it down and it'll spread out to the corners. You want to make sure you got a really good coverage and a good seal on all our moist ingredients below. So pack it in, nice and flat, almost like you're packing a sandcastle. And that's pretty much it. There are a wide variety of applications you could use this for. You can add flavors like vanilla, use berries, different fruits, dried fruits. Try it out yourself. Anyways, our final product is done. The coverage is all there. The seal is good. We put it into a 350-degree oven for an hour and it should come out looking like this. Nice and golden. But don't eat it right away. Give the apples time to set, congeal, solidify a bit. Otherwise it'll run all over your plate. And a few hours later, you serve it with a bit of 5-year-old cheddar, and it's something that's absolutely fantastic. A good sweetness, a good texture, and the cheese at the end just adds that little extra nip. A pure delight for your mouth. Just like the saying goes, a dessert without cheese is like a kiss without a squeeze. Anyways, have a great week, everybody, and try making a crumble. Cheers.